Hello everyone, today we will learn about who am I. Tujuan pembelajaran dari pertemuan kali ini adalah untuk yang pertama, memahami fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan dari teks pemaparan jati diri. Yang kedua, dapat menggunakan bahasa Inggris dalam berkomunikasi tentang pemaparan diri dengan orang lain. Yang ketiga, dapat merespon makna teks pemaparan jati diri lisan maupun tertulis. Yang keempat, dapat menyusun teks lisan dan tertulis secara sederhana tentang pemaparan jati diri. The social functions of introducing yourself is to let society or people where you live to know you. Society in at your school, society in your neighborhood, or it may be society surrounding you. Jadi fungsi sosial dari memperkenalkan diri adalah untuk agar masyarakat atau orang-orang di mana kalian tinggal itu mengenal Anda dengan baik. Terus masyarakat ini biasanya ada di sekolah atau masyarakat di lingkungan sekitar tempat Anda tinggal. Yang pertama ada introducing ourselves. Ungkapan yang biasanya digunakan untuk memperkenalkan diri sendiri adalah seperti let me introduce myself, my name is blah blah blah. I would like to introduce myself, I am blah blah blah. Lalu allow me to introduce myself, I am blah blah blah, dan lain-lain. Yang kedua itu ada introducing others, family or other people. Jadi ini untuk mengungkapkan, memperkenalkan orang lain. Ungkapan umum yang biasanya digunakan itu seperti I would like to introduce you to someone. Let me introduce you to. I would like you to meet someone. I want to introduce you to someone. Or hi Emma, this is Sony, this is Emma. Yang ketiga kita membahas pronouns, yaitu sebagai subjek, objek, dan possessive. Pronouns atau kata ganti adalah kata yang berfungsi untuk menggantikan nouns. Pemakaian pronouns dalam kalimat dapat dicontohkan dengan kalimat berikut. Cook is my classmate. He appears to be the most handsome in the class. So many girls like him. Kata cook itu adalah kalimat noun, kalimat pertama yang digunakan untuk menyebutkan nama, lalu diganti menjadi him pada kalimat berikutnya, sehingga keduanya disebut pronouns. Pronouns ini digunakan untuk menghindari banyaknya pengulangan noun dalam kalimat. Macam-macam jenis pronouns. Yang pertama itu ada personal pronouns atau kata ganti perseorangan. Di sini ada sebagai subjek dan sebagai objek. Nah, kalau sebagai subjek itu ada I, you, she, he, it, we, you, dan they. Lalu sebagai objektif itu ada me, you, her, him, it, us, you, and them. Contoh kalimatnya adalah John and I will go to school. Jenis pronouns yang kedua ada possessive pronouns atau kata ganti kepemilikan yang tidak diikuti oleh nouns. Seperti contohnya adalah mine yang artinya milikku, yours atau milikmu, ours milik kita, theirs milik mereka, hers miliknya perempuan, dan his miliknya laki-laki. Contoh kalimatnya the book on the table is hers. Buku yang berada di atas meja itu punya dia, perempuan. Yang ketiga ada demonstrative pronouns atau kata tunjuk yang tidak diikuti oleh kata benda. Contohnya itu adalah this dan that yang digunakan untuk singular atau uncountable, dan this dan those untuk plural. Contoh kalimatnya adalah This is my house. Ini adalah rumahku. House di sini adalah bentuk singular. Yang keempat itu ada reflexive pronouns atau kata ganti yang dihasilkan dari pantulan pronouns itu sendiri. Contoh katanya yaitu myself atau diriku, yourself berarti dirimu, yourself diri kalian, ourself diri kita, themselves diri mereka, herself dirinya perempuan, himself dirinya laki-laki, dan itself dirinya untuk benda atau hewan. Contoh kalimatnya I see myself in the mirror, yang berarti saya melihat diriku di kaca atau cermin. Pronouns yang kelima adalah reciprocal pronouns atau kata ganti yang menyatakan hubungan timbal balik antara dua individu atau lebih. Contoh katanya yaitu each other untuk dua orang dan one another yang digunakan untuk lebih dari dua orang. Contoh kalimatnya adalah Ali and Rahmat are talking to each other, yang artinya Ali dan Rahmat sedang berbicara satu sama lain. Yang selanjutnya adalah definite pronouns atau kata ganti yang sudah jelas karena pronouns telah mengandung nilai tertentu. Contoh katanya adalah the other untuk satu orang atau benda dan the others untuk lebih dari satu orang atau benda. Contoh kalimatnya Ani has 2 dictionaries. One is English Indonesian and the other is Indonesian English. Ani mempunyai 2 kamus, yang satu Inggris Indonesia, yang satunya lagi Indonesia Inggris. Oke, selanjutnya ada indefinite pronouns atau kata ganti yang tidak jelas karena tidak mempunyai kata rujukan. Katanya itu seperti someone, somebody, something, anyone, anybody, anything, and each other. Contoh polanya adalah menggunakan singular word ditambah singular verb is, was, has, does, takes, dan lain-lain. Contoh kalimatnya adalah someone is waiting for you atau something is better than nothing. Yang selanjutnya ada interrogative pronouns atau kata tanya yang digunakan untuk menanyakan noun dan pronouns. Contoh katanya itu ada who untuk menyatakan subjek berupa person atau orang. Whom menanyakan objek berupa person atau orang. That menanyakan subjek dan objek non person atau bukan orang. Lalu which menanyakan pilihan dan whose menanyakan kepemilikan. Contoh kalimatnya adalah adalah statement someone take my book dan question who takes my book. Ada statement atau pernyataan seseorang mengambil buku saya. Lalu ada pertanyaan, siapa yang mengambil buku saya? Yang terakhir ada relative pronouns atau kata ganti sekaligus menjadi kata hubung. Ini ada beberapa pola, yaitu jika menggunakan who, polanya itu adalah person ditambah who ditambah verb tambah objek. Kalau menggunakan whom yaitu person ditambah whom ditambah subjek ditambah verb. Kalau menggunakan which yaitu non-person ditambah which ditambah verb ditambah objek atau subjek tambah verb. Kalau menggunakan that menggunakan person atau non-person ditambah verb ditambah objek atau subjek ditambah verb. Contoh, I talk to the woman who atau that helped me. Saya berterima kasih kepada wanita yang menolongku. Oke, selanjutnya kita menuju ke listening section. In this section, you will play a video about someone's personal information. Listen carefully to answer the question below.
Hello everyone, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Rizky Hani Novianti. You can call me Hani. It can spelled by H-A-N-N-Y. I was born in Magelang on November 18th, 2000. Now I live in Magelang City with my family. I study at Yogyakarta State University and have taken non-formal education as my major. Because I think everyone has the same right to study and learn, because education is not limited unless as long as we are alive. So let me introduce myself further. I like to spend my free time for cooking, gardening, watching cat videos, listening to some kind of music, and doing nothing. I have one older brother and one little sister. I love my family more than anything. Well, that's my introduction this time. Pleased to see you all. See you.
The questions is 1. What is the woman name? 2. How do you spell her name? 3. How old is she? 4. Where does she live? 5. How many brothers and sisters does she have? 6. What is her hobby? Next, we're gonna move for reading sections. Read the text carefully and answer the question followed. The text is good morning. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Diana Puspitasari. My first name is Diana and my last name is Sari. But you can call me Diana or Sari. I got this name for my father. The meaning of this name is good for women. I was born in Bandung, 23rd February 1997, but now I live in Jakarta because I should follow my parents who live here. I live in Jakarta since 2 weeks ago. My father is a policeman. You can call him Mr. Aditya Hermawan. And my mother is housewife mother. You can call her Miss Hermawan. Although my mother is a housewife mother, she often makes some cakes and then sell them on the internet. So my mom can get her own money for her handmade cake. I have one older brother. His name is Ranga. He is 23 years old. I love him so much, but sometimes I feel crazy about him. Ranga lives in Yogyakarta because he should continue his study as a doctor at Gadjah Mada University. Although Ranga continued his study in Yogyakarta, I continue my study in Jakarta. Now I am the first term of the English Department of University Indonesia. I decided to make this major because I like English so much. My parents asked me to be a doctor, but I don't like it and I want to be a translator. One of my goals is become an international translator. Since in junior high school, I like to follow some activity as a coaching, OSIS, and so on. On this campus, I plan to follow some activity and organizations too. One of my hobby is gathering with other people, like following an organization, or other of my hobby is reading book. I like to read. Reading is very interesting activity. I like to read a novel or a comic every day. In the weekend, I always go to bookstore to buy some books. My mom always gives me an allowance to buy some books that I like to. But my father is sometimes annoyed with my hobbies because he also asks me to cook some food too. He wants I to become a good cooker like my mother, but honestly, I don't like to cook. I prefer to read some books than to cook food. Besides reading a book, I like singing. I always sing a song when I take a bath. It's an interesting thing for me. I can feel so relaxed, but if my friends ask me to sing on the stage, I feel so afraid of it. Ranga, my brother, has the same hobby as me. His hobby also singing a song, but he can play guitar too, and he brave to sing on the stage. His voice is good. I like to hear his voice. It's so nice. I wanna see him as a singer, not a doctor, but my father wanted him to become a doctor, and he follows that. My father was said. Whatever, I love my family so much, although sometimes we have a different opinion. I still respect them, and I know that my family loves me too. The questions is 1. Who is Diana? 2. What is Diana's father's name and what his job? 3. What is Diana's mother's name and what is her job? 4. Who is Ranga? 5. What is the major that Diana takes? 6. What are Diana's dreams to be? 7. What is Diana's hobby? Yang selanjutnya kita memasuki writing sections. Activities, please write some descriptions of yourself that include information below. First name, last name, nickname, birthday, birthplace, material status, family, professions, languages, address, and hobbies. And next, in the speaking sections, make some short self-introductions video using English based on the self-descriptions that you have written. Make it earnest and interesting. And next, we move to formative text. In this section, you will match the sentence, read some dialogues, and answer the question. And the last is complete the following conversations with the most appropriate words or phrases. Okay, I think it's enough for today. Thanks for your attention and have a good day. Thank you.
Hey guys, it's McKenna. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I know some